In this video, we're going to look at how to spread bet successfully. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Alright, so I've been spread betting since 2001. So I know a few things about spread betting. Don't claim to be an expert, but hopefully you can get one or two little bits of advice that will help your spread betting. So how to spread bet successfully. So the first thing, the really key thing, guys, is that when you are going into spread betting, that you understand the risks in it. It's very, very different from fixed odds betting on a rugby match, betting on a football match, betting on horse races, because that's a very binary event. You risk a certain amount of money and the event is over, the bet is over. Spread betting is very different in that it's never over unless you have some kind of fixed expiry sometime in the future. Most people will trade what's called a rolling bet, so it'll constantly roll. But the key thing here, guys, is that the more right you are, or the further the market goes up, if you are long or you've got a buy bet on, the more you make. And the more wrong you are, the more you lose if you've got a buy bet on it goes against you. So that changes the dynamics of how we think about things. So the first important thing, guys, is this, is to only obviously risk money you can afford to lose. That should be a given, understand the risks, all that kind of stuff. But assume you do, you've gone through all the risks and you understand it. The next thing is to change your focus from the mentality of how much I can make to how much I can lose. Now, bear with me because this sounds very, very pessimistic. It sounds counterintuitive. It sounds like, what's the point if you're focusing on that? And I get it. But honestly, having this approach will make you a better spread better in the long run and hopefully get your account equity higher than it would if you had the other approach. So if you look at two scenarios, right? You've got starting out spread betting, off we go. I'm going to get into spread betting. Here we go. I understand it. I know what I'm doing, And you've got this guy, number one. He is focusing on how much you can make. So in other words, he's looking at a trade, he's taking his trade, and he wants to make a decent amount of money. So maybe he puts a little bit more position size on, maybe he trades a few different things as well, because he's thinking, I need to make this amount of money, I want to make this amount of money. And what happens is that some of the trades will go against you, and you'll be like, well, I wanted to make this, didn't want to lose this, and your mindset will be completely different versus the guy on path 2 who looks like the boring guy, the pessimistic guy, but he's focusing on how much you can lose. So he's saying, okay, how much can I lose in this trade, in this bet? Well, I can lose £300, £200, £50, £10, 10,000, whatever level you're playing at. That's the beauty of spread betting. You can play at whatever level you've got and you're comfortable with. But once he accepts that level of loss, he can approach things and placing his bets with far, far more certainty of, hey, I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I'm certain I'm not going to feel bad about it. Whereas the danger you have, and you may have been here before if you've been doing fixed odds or whatever, however you approach markets before, you're not involved in the financial markets, whether you've placed other bets. Sometimes the easy thing when you're trading with fixed odds, or sorry, if you're betting with fixed odds, is that you know how much you're going to lose, right? So, okay, well, I've got £100 bet on, £50 bet on, £1,000, whatever it may be. That's it. And then you accept it. You're like, well, you almost accept it because you're placing it. The difference with spread betting is that you don't really accept it because even though you put a bet on and you can have a stop loss in, which will lock in that loss, you've still got the ability to adjust it and amend it. You haven't really got that ability with a binary event like a football match. Yes, you could put more on during the game, but generally speaking, it's on, end of the game, you win or you lose. Spread bet is not like that, so it can really draw you into negative thinking and ending up approaching it from a completely wrong perspective. Now, the point here is, if you look at how much I'm prepared to lose and focus on that, then the profits will follow as a natural progression from that. If you're always focusing on how much I can win, how much I can make, how much I want to make this much money, I want to get this money back, I want to get to here, then when the inevitable loss comes, and trades will lose, that's the whole game, it's about making your lose smaller and your winners bigger, The trouble is, when those losers come, you won't be ready for them mentally. You'll let them go longer than they should do. You'll trade more to try and get it back. And the whole vicious cycle. Now, this may seem like a very boring and simple thing, but this sets the seed and sets down your flag in the ground to say, hey, you know what? I am going to manage my risk. I am going to think of things only from a perspective of how much I can lose. And I'm going to spread bet like a professional. I'm not going to spread bet like a gambler who goes in and just goes, yeah, I think I'm going to make 10 grand on this, puts it on and then wonders why it's hurting, he's in the trades, not doing so well, ends up wiping out his account. The professional approach, now you may well be spread betting, which is a retail centered product and it's a betting product. However, you can still approach it like a hedge fund manager. You can still approach it like a professional trader and say, okay, well, actually, how much am I allocating in risk to this? Am I happy with that? Am I comfortable with that? Right, yes. And how much could I make from it? Well, let's buy the buy. As long as I'm focused on the risk, because I don't want to erode my capital. If I erode my capital, you can't even spread bet anyway because it's disappeared. If I focus on this, then the profits will follow. So go down this path, guys. Go down the path of, and it sounds, I say, sounds pessimistic. Sounds like you just go, oh, how much I can lose. But that focus will, without a doubt, help you far better mentally and from a trading perspective if you're focusing on how much I can lose, accepting it, and then enjoying the process of spread betting, all the other stuff, rather than how much I can make, when forgetting completely about the losers, because that'll catch you out and end up wiping out your account. All right, guys, whatever you're doing, take care. And by the way, check out link in the description below if you're looking for a broker. Take care. Bye-bye.